Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is another live reading session. I will also be doing another one tomorrow for anyone that's interested, but I want to thank everyone who is participating in this one today. So here's what's going on, you guys. I'm headed to Tbilisi, which is a city in a country called Georgia, which is located near Russia and Armenia. And the really cool thing about this country is that there is this amazing music and fashion scene that's starting to bud there. There's a lot of textiles that are created there, and there is a budding sustainable fashion scene. And so that is like my colleague want to contribute to this cause. The past couple years, I have been traveling around. I spent a lot of time in LA donating my services as a fashion stylist and a makeup artist and a creative director for free to people who are in this industry, designers specifically, helping them create their lookbooks, helping them with advertisements, helping them to get their mission out there. The fashion industry is the second biggest polluter of this planet, next to the oil industry. And so I really have this mission to want to help the planet, help the world become a better place, to help preserve the earth. And so I want to thank you guys so much, because the money that I'm raising this weekend is going to help support this industry, and specifically I'm going to be supporting the fashion scene in Tbilisi. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to take you guys along on this journey. After the holidays, I'm going to be doing some of this work, and the proceeds are basically allowing me to work for free, and be able to get supplies and help these designers with lookbooks and advertisements, so that they can get their mission out there into the world. So thank you guys so much for your support. For anybody who's joining right now and you're interested in what is this, I will answer a question for you guys. All you have to do to get your question answered is send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. All you do is type that in, a prompt will come up, it'll ask you to type in the payment amount and also your question. And then to figure out what number in line you are, because you will have to wait in line. Right now there's only a couple people, so if you sign up right now, you'll be getting your answer shortly. Just comment and my assistant is here to help you. If you have any issues paying or signing up, or you have any questions, or you want to know all you want. And who is first? It's So Anna is first. Anna, if you're here, go ahead and type in your question and we can get started. I'm just going to wait a moment for Anna to type in her question. And if you're not here, Anna, I'm going to skip to the next person and just kind of, you can shout out once you're here. So yeah, I've got my cards here. You guys know I have my Wildwood deck that is so on point. I'm using the trusty Doreen Virtue Romance Angels deck to help answer your love questions. I'm using my intuition as well and my crystals here. I've also got my Universal Angel deck. A lot of people want to know what this deck is. It's the Universal Angel deck. And I've also got my Enchanted Tarot. If you have any questions about your talents or your gifts, I have my Psychic gift deck. I also have my Artistic gift deck. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get started. So hi, I'm Janal. I just started my channel. You guided me. Thanks, Harmony. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Go ahead and drop a comment on one of my latest videos and just tell me about your channel, and I'll make sure that I subscribe and watch your first posts. I'm really excited that you're starting your channel. I love this psychic, tarot community here on YouTube. I've subscribed to everyone's channels. I'm kind of a tarot junkie. I love watching readings myself. So I'm excited for you and your new journey. Artsy Psychic Style says, hi Promise. Oh, I love this cause. This is beautiful what you're doing. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to be sharing with you guys my journey. I still occasionally get hired for fashion jobs, but I figured since I'm doing so well with this business and some of my other businesses, I really just want to donate to this industry, especially in Tbilisi. A lot of these designers I feel like they could use some help. They have some amazing clothes, but you know, I feel like they could use some curating. They could use some good photographers, and so that's where these proceeds are going to be going to. So yeah, awesome. I've already $100, and that will cover probably a couple of different photo shoots. A little bit actually goes a long way over there because the exchange rate is different. And so I'm hoping by the end of this weekend I'll have raised over six to $800. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much. So I'm just waiting for Anna. So Anna, if you're here, go ahead and type in your question. And John, just keep an eye out for Anna. I think I might skip ahead to the next person and just get started. So if you're here, Anna, type in your question. You're first. I'll give you a second. If you're here, just shout out in the comments and say hi. And yeah, if anybody is here and wants to participate, there are spots still open. You'll be one of the first in line if you sign up now. If you want a question answered, send $11 plus 11 cents and your question to this address here. Just type this into your internet search bar, paypal.me/rainbowharmony. And then if you want to know what number in line you are, just comment below and my assistant will help you out. And these are thorough readings. I feel like it's a really good value. I try to make sure that I answer your question and any other questions I'm prompted to ask along to kind of help with the answer, evaluation, and use my intuition. You can also write and say, call me by this name if you don't want your name. I only use your first name. If you're asking a love question and you give me the person's name, I don't know that it's you or whatever. So yeah, you can ask more than one question if it's related to the same topic. If you actually want to send like 2 payments through, if you have like a love question and then you also have like your talents, to send separate payments for that. I had somebody in my last sessions and pay for that, and that was fine. For instance, you can send 1111. You ask, you know, send 1111, and then you ask, like, you know, what is my, does this person have feelings for me, and like, you know, what's going to happen in 2019? That might be a little answer in one question. So to answer your question, if you have 1 or 2 questions that are related to the same topic, no problem. If it's a couple different topics, then yeah, if you have a couple different topics, then you can, hopefully the connection isn't breaking up. If you have a couple different topics, then you might want to send separate payments through. You can comment below and ask my assistant too, and like run your questions by them before you pay. Oh no. Well, good thing I haven't been doing anybody's reading yet. Hopefully the connection's still good. Huh. Let me know about the connection, you guys. I want to make sure it's good before I start in. How's it on your end? You want to turn the volume up, John? I'm just checking on it. Anyways, we're just getting everything worked out, making sure we have a good connection here before we get started. Okay, thanks for letting me know. That might happen every once in a while. Sometimes that happens with live, but usually I catch it and I'll like pause and stop before I keep talking. Anyways, I think we're gonna start with the next person, and we're just gonna pass Anna, but just keep an eye out for her, John. And so this is for, who's the next person? Who? Lisa. All right, this is for Lisa. Thank you so much for your support, Lisa. So you're wondering about your twin flame, if you should like take action or if you should just kind of go with the flow and just kind of wait. And so this is a good question. I do have a pick a card reading. I think it's called Should I Reach Out? That's a pretty good one for this situation too, if anybody wants a free reading on this topic. So let's just look into your twin flame situation. I want to see what the current energy is here with you guys, and then we'll see like what action you're supposed to take, or if you just need to kind of let them come to you. So what's going on in the twin flame situation between Lisa and her twin flame? All right. So, Lisa, these are some pretty good cards I'm seeing for you. It says there is actually a mutual attraction between you and your twin flame, between you and this person in question. And there has been some shared passion. You guys have definitely connected before, and I feel like this person does have romantic feelings for you. So we're getting the trust card. It says this situation's calling for you to have faith. So that might be the answer to your question right there. It might not be that you need to take action. Let's just see what their feelings are about you currently, and then we'll look and see what you need to do. So how do they feel about you? How does your twin flame feel about you? Ooh. Okay, so your twin flame wants to give this relationship a chance. They're definitely thinking that there's a relationship potential here, and I feel like their heart is open to a union and to a connection. This is probably going to happen soon. And then we see the engagement card. In your case, I don't think this means like they're going to propose, but it does say your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And so I feel like this is a message here that they are thinking about having like a DTR with you. They're definitely thinking about pursuing you. They want to turn this into like a relationship. They see the relationship material with you guys. They also are at a place where their heart is open to having a relationship. And that's good because sometimes I'll pull cards for people and I'll see and I'll feel this energy like, yeah, this person is into you. But then I'll pull cards and it's like for whatever reason, because of their life or their situation or just their maturity level, it'll be like they aren't open to the relationship. They're not interested in that. Sometimes they want everything but this is actually a good situation here because this person wants a relationship, wants a connection, and it's like you guys want the same thing here, okay? So let's just see what does the energy look like if you pursue this person, or you tell them about your feelings, or you ask them to hang out, and then what does the energy look like if you just kind of wait and see what happens, okay? So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. What happened? Okay, so this is saying you do need to wait and just kind of disconnect from this situation for a little bit and see what happens. You guys have been going through a separation. There's this forgiving and learning card, so it makes me think perhaps this twin flame of yours is like your ex and it kind of fell through for a while. So they're saying keep an open mind. I really do feel like there's a way that this can work out, and I think they're just waiting on this person to pursue you. So they're saying it's actually worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We've seen that they feel the connection for the relationship, that they're attracted to you, that they have feelings for you, that they're thinking about you. There's a strong energy growing here, and I would just let it grow. You've planted a seed, let it take the time to grow. If they are reaching out to you, reach back, but don't be so forward. Don't be so thirsty. Don't text them back right away. Let them sweat a little bit. Maybe like a picture on their social media or something to let them know you're thinking about it. For the most part, I would just pull back and let them come to you. It's like they're the ones who need to chase you at this point. And so, yeah, the message here is don't chase, wait for this. Divine timing is at work here. And perhaps after the holidays, you guys will have this chance to connect. So I'm going to go even further here and get you a time. When is this person going to be reaching out and trying to have this DTR? Nine of Hearts. I feel like this is within the next 9 weeks. So it's, yeah, that's going to be about 2 months, and that does actually place this around February, and there's a huge vortex open for love in February. If you've been keeping up on my recent love readings, or you've been watching a lot of my live readings I've been doing for other people, you'll notice a lot of people have gotten this message lately. Like there's a really strong energy message around February with love. And so this is saying satisfaction will be achieved, your wish is granted, and it may come to you in an unexpected way. That reminds me of that card we just pulled for you, which said divine timing is at work in your love life. So your wish is granted. It's going to happen in an unexpected way. You're lucky. You're going to get what you want. That's exactly what this card is talking about. It's talking in love. So within 9 weeks. So you just need to wait it out a little bit longer. Don't come across as too thirsty to this person. Let them come to you. Let them kind of enter into the new year and kind of get settled and get grounded. And then, when they feel ready, they will come and they will pursue you. So I feel like this is coming together. 2019, you and this person, you and your twin will have this union. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. So can we do in Leslie's eyes right now first? She just sent her payment through. She has an appointment and I just want to do hers next. She just sent her payment. Who's this for? This is for Leslie?
Leslie's sister.
Okay, so hi Leslie. In Leslie's eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do your reading right now because I know you said you have an appointment and you have to get going. I know you said I don't have to do yours first, but you've been a long supporter of my channel, and I just want to say thank you for that. So sorry to everyone else, you have to wait in line, but Leslie's been really supporting my channel for a while, and I just want to do her a solid. So this is about your sister, and you got your sister's permission for this. She's been single for a while. Question again? Sorry.
It's for her sister.
Yeah.
Her love life and what's next. She's been single for
Okay.
almost 1.5 years.
Okay, so love life and what's next for Leslie's sister. Okay, I'm tapping into your sister. Okay, Leslie's sister, love life. What's coming next? Okay, let's get a timeline. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing for your sister, Leslie. I'm seeing that she's growing up really fast. This is like a message saying like she's not a child anymore. She's not a little girl anymore. Like she's grown up, and she's learned a lot from her last heartbreak. That's what I'm seeing. She's gone through the healing process. This was a major heartbreak she had. And I feel like her energy is opening to a new connection. This is talking about forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, the more you experience love in your present. And so that's what this past year and a half has been about for her, freeing herself, taking back control of her life, finding her identity, figuring out her boundaries. And so the door is opening now for a past life connection to come in. So the next person that she's going to be meeting, I feel like it actually might be someone she already knows. I feel the presence of this person around her. This could have been someone that she's been overlooking, maybe someone she's crushed on before. I feel this energy very close, which makes sense because I'm getting a timeline of about 4 months she will be connecting with this person. They might be a little older than her, like a grade older or a year older. I don't necessarily feel like they're the exact same age, but I don't feel like they're a lot older, so maybe 1 year older than her. And this is saying, yes, this relationship is coming in for her. There's a decision that needs to be made though, because I feel like she's been spending a lot of time at home and a lot of time inside, and maybe it's just because it's been winter and a lot of us are kind of like hermits right now, myself included. Like today was the first time I left my apartment in like days. And so maybe she's just kind of doing the same thing, like kind of in that energy of just wanting to rest and be inside. But they're saying she needs to be making friends, because oftentimes you're going to be introduced to your romantic partner through friendship. And so I do feel like this is somebody in her group of friends or in her distant group of friends. Like, she knows somebody who kind of thing, and so she needs to get out there and mingle more and hang out with her friends. So taking up invitations, being down to hang out. She has been wanting to manifest this. She's been thinking a lot about manifesting this person. And also tonight's the full moon, why not encourage her to just do a prayer or to write down a list of like her ideal partner and like the kind of person that she wants to manifest into her life. Today is a perfect day for that because it is the full moon. So let's go ahead and get some more questions like about what this new person's gonna be like. It's reminding her that she deserves love. She's lovable. This is a worthy cause. She's worked a lot on her self-respect and on her independence. She might be getting a little bit of anxiety and sadness about this, kind of feeling insecure because it has been a year and a half. And I spent a lot of time when I was younger being single. It always seemed like my friends always had all these different boyfriends. And for some reason, I just felt like no one was into me. And so I started thinking like, you start to be hard on yourself. But I feel like she was single this time for a reason. She needed to heal, and she needed to get stronger to free herself from that energy. Everyone's healing process is different. I had this one breakup that took me years and years and years to get over, and you just never know. Sometimes it's harder and you need more time. And so, but I feel like this healing has completed. She's ready, her energy's open, and someone is coming within the next 4 months, probably around April. What is this person gonna be like? This person might have a job. They might be very focused on their finances and career. They want to take her out. They want to treat her. And so she's actually going to be going on actual dates with this person. They want to take her out to dinner. They want to treat her. They're showering affection on her. They're doting on her. I don't know if her last partner was like had trouble with money, or like she always had to pay, or like something like that. But I feel like this is a step up for her. And this is reminding her that she's not going to be getting back with her ex. It's not someone coming back into her life. Maybe she's hung up and thinking, will they come back? Or, are we going to get back together? Or is this person I had a crush on, are they going to come back to me? I don't see that. It's somebody new, although it's someone she knows through her, knows of from her extended group of friends. And so this person is definitely going to have strong feelings from her. It's that love at first sight kind of energy, because with this past life relationship card, it's talking about this is someone she's known before from a past life. So when she meets them, she's going to instantly know it's them, because they're just going to talk and talk and talk. They're going to feel like, they're picking up where they left off from. And it's funny, I was out on a walk tonight, and my husband and I bumped into just these random people. They were in this shop, and we ended up translating for them because they spoke English, and my husband speaks a bit of Italian, and this person didn't know any Italian. We're in Italy right now, and it was so weird. We were just looking at this guy and his girlfriend, and we just had this weird feeling like we'd known them from somewhere before, and like we could tell they kind of felt like that. And that's how I explain just like a past life connection. It's just this weird, like, I know you from somewhere, or it's just like this resonance you feel. And so we ended up bumping into them again later on the street, and we had like a little talk with them, and we just like connected, and it was nice. And I just walked away and I was like, I bet we knew them in a past life. It was like that weird resonance, like a connection. So it's gonna be this kind of chance meeting that they have, but I feel like she's gonna meet this person when she's out with friends or when she's in a group of friends, and everyone around is gonna know that there's a connection. There's gonna be that chemistry. They're gonna be inseparable from the day that they meet. It's gonna be a really strong connection. Let's see anything else that's coming out. Yeah, and there will be a relationship. She will be in a committed relationship in 2019, probably within the next 4 months. So tell her not to quit 5 minutes before the miracle. This energy is coming into her life very soon, within 4 months. Somebody who's very creative. This is the Emperor. Somebody who's very creative and very strong, and kind of like that traditional masculine energy, really wants to treat her and take good care of her, and really likes to go out and take her on dates, and yeah, it's a really beautiful energy. So I'm sending love and light to you and your sister. Thank you so much again for your support. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next person. And anybody who's recently popped into this chat, I'm doing a reading for you for $11.11. So send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. And if you didn't hear already, I'm raising proceeds to help support the sustainable and conscious fashion community in Tbilisi, Georgia. So shuffling my cards back in the deck, I'm gonna clear my energy with the crystal ball, and we're gonna get the next person's question. So has Anna been here?
I haven't seen him.
So Anna, if you're here, you were actually first, but we didn't receive your question. You didn't type in your question when you paid, so if you're here, please type in your question and we can do your reading. All right, so who's next? Excuse me. Allie? Okay, so Allie is next.
In 2019, will romance come for me?
Okay, so in 2019, will romance come for you? Well, the answer is probably yes. We're going to pull some cards, but I'm seeing this for a lot of people who've been single throughout 2018 or who've had a difficult time in love. And the reason is because in numerology, the number 9 is the number of endings and beginnings. So it might be the end of your loneliness and the beginning of a beautiful new romance, but we'll have to take it to the cards to see. So is romance coming your way in 2019? Yes, actually. And this might surprise you, but I actually see 2 people for you in 2019. So let's pull some more cards to figure this out. Okay, so the first message here really is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So maybe it's been a while, or 2018 didn't really go as planned. Did it really go as planned for anyone? 2018 was very interesting, to say the least. It wasn't as intense or crazy as 2016 or 2017, but we really need a fresh brush of air in 2019, and I feel like that's exactly what it's going to be. Things will be changing. There will be new beginnings. That is definitely the theme for 2019. And so there's a new beginning for you in love, and they're saying stay optimistic. You have a lot to offer. You've been manifesting this. You've been putting out these dreams and these intentions to the universe, and your prayers have been answered, and they're translating into the 3D. So dreams will come true. Also, this is kind of a throwback to 2018 for you here with this 18 number. This was really a year for many people, but especially for you, of planning, of visualizing, of dreaming. So there really wasn't a lot of action that was taken in 2018, but this energy helped you to lay the foundation for this coming new year. There's going to be a crossroads. There's going to be a decision you're ultimately going to have to make in love in 2019, because you're going to have 2 suitors. I don't know if you've ever heard that expression, when it rains, it pours. But for you, you haven't had a love life, but all of a sudden, you're going to have 2 suitors, okay? One of them is going to be a lot better for you. You're going to meet them both around the same time, about 5 or 6 months into the year. I think you're going to meet one of them in around May, and then the next one comes along 2 or 3 weeks later. And it could be because you're going online, okay? I'm not sure if you're into online. Personally, I've never tried it. I have friends who have had long-term relationships. It's worked out great for them. Friends who have some horror stories from dating online. So trust your gut. I do see a message about you guys meeting on some kind of app, or you filling out some kind of questionnaire or something. It could be part of it. If you've already been online dating, then that's a message to just keep up with that. This could also be a message, one of them is like a little bit long distance or something. But basically, I do see somebody coming in to offer you love, and one of these suitors comes on a little bit too strong, and you're excited because you have the options and you want to make this connection, and you've been manifesting this, and you're feeling confident, and you're feeling kind of on top of the world. The star card is saying, like, you start to kind of get your mojo back. You're feeling good about yourself, you're putting yourself out there, you have a lot of luck and good fortune in 2019. Your energy becomes very attractive. You're starting to move forward towards your goals, you're utilizing your gifts and talents, and this energy is causing you to become very magnetically attractive. And so here come these two suitors. Be careful about one of them. It says one of them is going to love bomb you, and they're going to come on too strong, and they're going to be very attractive and very confident, and you're going to like that about them. I think the other one is a little bit more soft spoken. I feel like they have a backbone. I don't feel like they have that weak kind of energy, but I just feel like they're a little bit more cautious and they like to take it slow. They're saying, pick the one that likes to take it slow. This person's going to be listening to you, and they're going to be more meaningful when it comes to how they want to spend time with you. And this person just wants to talk about themselves. They just want a connection because they want a connection. And this other person actually wants to be with you, actually has a connection with you specifically, and it might be hard for you to decipher. And so I feel like that's why this message is coming out, to tell you, yes, love is coming your way in 2019. You actually have two people to choose between. Follow your heart, but there's one of them that's going to be better suited for you. So let's go ahead and look into that person and the energy between you guys. It has to do with your conversation. They're saying when you're dating and when you're getting to know these people, pay attention to the person who's asking you questions, to the person that wants to get to know you more, because the other one just wants to talk about themselves and doesn't really care what you say, and you're gonna get over that really fast. So there's gonna be one of these suitors that you're gonna feel like you can be your true self with, and that you can be honest with. And that's the one you should choose. And then the romantic feelings will blossom. Remember, it takes time. You might feel attracted more to this person. I'm gonna call him, he's kind of the more cocky, kind of confident one. You might feel more attracted to them first because the energy around them is very intense, but I think the romance is really gonna blossom around the other person. They're a little bit shyer, but I think that you feel safer with them and the romance becomes more intense there. So about 5-6 months, around May, June is when this energy really starts to peak, and you're becoming very attractive. They're reminding you to attract romantic love, enjoy each moment fully. That's why you always hear people giving love advice and say, like, focus on yourself. It's so annoying and it's so cliche, but it's true, because whatever you focus on grows. So if you focus on your love for the moment, your love for yourself, the things that you like to do, really building your life, taking steps forward, just making the best out of each day, being authentic, that's gonna make you become very energetically attractive. If you continue to focus on the fact that you're single, that there's no one around, that you're sad and you're lonely and you need someone to feel better, that can push that energy away, because resistance makes stronger. So don't resist being single. Enjoy this period, because soon you're gonna have a bit of a headache trying to choose between these two people. So let's see, anything else? Yeah, you will be connecting with the soulmate, and let's get a timeline for when you will be in this relationship, when that DTR is going to happen. I do see a relationship for you in 2019. Yeah, within 8 months. It's going to be bittersweet, because there is someone you're going to have to let go of in order to connect with, to make the choice to be with this one person, because there are options here. But enjoy it. Take your time dating and getting to know these different people. Just ground yourself as you go through this process and trust your heart. So yeah, synchronicity is going to be surrounding the one that's your soulmate. You'll know it's them because you'll see different signs, like perhaps 1111 or the numbers 777, which are both, soulmate twin flame numbers. You might also, like one of my best friends on her first date with her twin flame, they were just like going on a walk together, and this huge butterfly came and landed on her face. And it was like the craziest thing. And it was just the cutest thing ever. And I was like, okay, this is a sign. I think you're supposed to be with this person. So pay attention for like signs like that when you're out dating this person. And they're saying overall, just go with the flow. So I hope that this resonates with you. I'm sending you love and light and happy holiday wishes. And thank you so much for supporting me and my cause. So, yeah, who is next, John? So Allie is next.
Didn't you just do that?
Oh, I think I did. Never mind, I just did Allie's.
Leslie just did.
Yeah.
Evelyn hasn't checked in.
Okay.
Regina, she just wrote her question.
Okay, so Regina, you're next. She wrote it down below? Oh. So Regina, you want to know if your husband has a message for you and what the future holds for you, if you're on the right life path. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some messages. I'm using the angel cards to do a bit of medium work. So messages from your husband. Aww. So your husband is saying that he knows that you've been feeling kind of jaded lately. Perhaps you've been feeling like the separation between you guys a little bit more recently. And this is just the communication card, like your husband like saying like, yes, I am communicating with you, I'm here. And I think he's saying like what comes next is the truth. This is the truth. And so what does he want to say? What is the truth here? So he's saying that he wants you to be open to intimacy again. Like this is something you've really been missing in your life. And there's some magic coming in to open the doors for you to connect and to be able to receive this intimacy. I think your husband also sees the work that you're doing spiritually right now and is really proud of you for opening your heart and focusing on yourself. This is the understanding of coming out from your husband. He's like saying that he understands why you've been kind of feeling jaded lately, why you've been feeling kind of down, and like as you're, going through some of this loss and this grieving process. And he's just reminding you to be patient with your healing. He's trying to remind you that it's a process and to have courage as you continue through this process because it's not easy, And then this card just kind of flashed out at me. There's an opportunity coming for you. And it could be like to renew your love for like a new love. I don't see it coming right away, but I think your husband's just trying to tell you like, don't shut yourself off to this. And like, he wants to see you happy. And so let's go ahead and pull some more cards. I'm being directed actually to pull from my Wildwood deck. So what is this opportunity that's coming your way? I think it has to do with growing your independence. And also, accepting death, accepting that death, loss, chaos, this kind of grieving period you're going through is the gateway for your rebirth. Anytime someone close to you passes away, or you experience that loss, everyone else who participates in this and who is affected by this energy goes through this process as well. And it starts with the grieving process. The grieving process really is, first is denial. You can't believe that this has happened and you're confused because like it's almost like you're in shock. Then there's anger. You get very angry. You feel almost like you take it personally, like why would this person leave me, or why would they do this, or you start, you go through the anger. Then there's the sadness, lots of tears, like a depression, kind of wanting to shut yourself in a little bit and feeling very sensitive. And then there's even bargaining. Sometimes you kind of want to bargain or try to make a deal, or there's a bargaining stage, and then there's acceptance. And I feel like it's also not linear. There's a message from your husband trying to tell you that this grieving process isn't linear, and you will be bouncing back and forth between each of these different themes. So understanding where you're at in the grieving cycle, or just being able to acknowledge your feelings and be at peace with that is great, because I'm seeing this message like you're going through this grieving process and you're doing a good job. Like, you don't have to feel bad if you're down or if you don't feel like moving forward right now, because you're processing all of this so much. And I feel like this is also the answer to your question about what the future holds for you. Like, are you on the right life path? Like, this process you're going through is part of your life path, and you're walking this path perfectly. This is you on the right path, the universe guiding you, and like your angel watching over you, your husband. And so I do feel like you guys have a very strong twin flame connection, and that is something that nothing can ever break. I feel like you have a psychic connection with your husband, like you can feel him around you. You guys can send each other like telepathic messages, and so just be open to that. And the opportunity actually has to do with your career. I see you're going to be leaving difficult times behind. You're going to get your energy back and feel like you can really work and handle your responsibilities. And I also see this reunion, like new friends coming in, like being connected with the soul family, feeling like it's safe and comfortable for you to really connect with others and let people in after this grieving process. So just take your time. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you. You want to know what the future holds for you. So let's just get some more messages about that. Definitely a job opportunity of some sort, new friends coming in. Let's see if we can get anything else that's more specific. So there is a message of your children, something about your children. It could be the birth of another child, or it could be the birth of a grandchild, or maybe you'll be working with children. Something about the significance of children in your life, helping to bring back your joy. Maybe someone close to you or a friend has a child and you end up spending time with them or becoming their godmother or something like that. This is also a new friendship, somebody who you become friends with who has some kind of creative opportunity for you. It could turn into a job. This is also in the future. You're going to continue to grieve, but I think you're going to start becoming more comfortable with your emotions and with your humanity, and feeling more present in your body and more willing to welcome this process. This is the celebration of a happy family. And so there is going to be some celebration this next year. Like I said, it does seem like there's a birth around you. And then this is you reaching out, sending love to your twin flame, despite this grieving process and this symbolic death. And I do see more finances coming in. I see you taking your resources and investing them back into yourself. So you're going to be starting some kind of new venture, perhaps in your career. And the message here is, don't overanalyze things, take a risk. And also, this is kind of random, but that birth could also be perhaps like a new puppy or like a new animal or something, if that resonates. So yeah, that's kind of what I see coming into your future. I hope that resonates with you. You are definitely on the right path. Keep on keeping on. All you need to do right now is just be present and be in your body and welcome what is in front of you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. So who's next, John?
This is Felicia for her boyfriend.
Okay, so Felicia, question for your boyfriend.
Her name is Jarrell.
Okay, for Jarrell.
How can
I'm hearing your question right now from my assistant, Felicia. Or Jarrell's question, actually.
how can I make the challenges like and
Okay.
My shirt seemed like it's holding me back because I can't ever find the artist to do my logo also.
Mm.
Something like that.
Okay, so Jarrell, there's been some challenges that have been thrown your way, and you're just like, how do I take this and make it work for me? And it's frustrating because you can't seem to find an artist to do your logo, and you really just want to get your business started and like just get going. But obviously, you need,
T-shirt.
yeah, you need to brand yourself. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. Well, first of all, this is about you and Felicia. This is saying you guys are definitely soulmates and there is a really strong connection there, and like you have her support and her energy has like really helped you through this time. And yeah, I see like you're very frustrated, but it's like nice because you have someone that you love who's supporting you. And this is, just got this vision. I went to Egypt recently and I noticed that in a lot of the old Egyptian artwork, you had like these kings, and their women, the queens, had their arm kind of around the queen or around the king, which is really interesting. It's like, you know, the king, the divine masculine energy, they're the ones who, you know, are the spiritual warriors that are very strong, that take the action. And then the queens, they're the ones that support their king with their spiritual knowledge and with their intuition. So this is just basically saying like you have a lot of support from Felicia, and her intuition helps you to feel calm, and she's there for you to nurture you when you go through these hard times. And so there's a really beautiful energy around you with this connection. But let's go ahead and get back to your original question. So you're at this point where you really want to start a business, you really want to be an entrepreneur, you have these ideas, and you know that this is what you're supposed to do because you're getting these clear visions, and you know, like, this is what I got to do. I got to make this t-shirt. I got to get this logo done. I've got to put myself out there. And so it's been hard because you want it to happen, and then here's the now card and it came out reversed. It hasn't been happening in the exact timing you've been wanting to be. And so it's frustrating because you're like, I can't move forward till I get this done. And so there's been a lot of doors closing around you. There's a message to have faith. I do want you to know, kind of looking back on 2018, that pretty much the entire summer, all the way into a couple weeks ago, many of the planets were retrograde. Okay, so when you have a planet like Mercury retrograde or Venus retrograde or Jupiter retrograde, what happens is it can be hard to kind of move forward. Jupiter was retrograde for many months. That rules opportunity, career, creativity, finances. That planet was just like for a couple of months. Mercury has to do with communications and marketing, logos and stuff like that. That was retrograde for months. So you might have been trying to move forward while this energy was pushing you back. And so that's what's so frustrating about it, is that you're like, I want to take action, I'm ready for this, but the energy was just pushing you back. All we could really do, honestly, for the past 6 months was just kind of continue on with what we had already been doing and spend time visualizing and figuring out what we want. So there's a message coming out to you that you're not behind. Like you're not behind, you're not missing out on anything. Everything is happening in the exact right timing. Like you spent this whole time figuring out exactly what you want, getting your vision together, getting your brand together. I feel like you spent all the time on that, and you like dotted your I's and you crossed your T's. I don't think you're gonna have any problems, you know. Kind of wait until after the new year, but the energy is completely clear. We don't really have anything retrograding that's that big of a deal. The next couple months, the energy is wide open, so hit the ground running. Also, check out the website Fiverr. I think it's called fiverr.com, or it's like an app. You can purchase logo designs at a really good price off of there. And so I would look into that. Also, if anybody who's here in this chat knows someone who does logo design, drop their link. Logo design, drop your link right now. There's a lot of people in the rainbow community that do logo design and stuff like that. I even have some friends who do it. So if you just want to direct message me after this on my Instagram, John, you can drop my Instagram below. I might be able to hook you up with a couple people who do logo design, and you can compare what they do and you can compare their prices. I feel like you were talking to like one or two people, but they just kind of ghosted you, or they didn't, follow through. And then it's also kind of a price thing, because I feel like you don't want to drop like $1,000 or $2,000 for a logo, but you still want something that's of quality. So I feel like you're going to need to reach out to somebody who is a student or who is just graduated, who's looking to build their book. And I feel like you want to get a good price, but you also want a quality logo. And so I would look for someone like that. They're also saying magic is coming. It's a full moon today. This might be a good time to just go outside, look at the full moon, and just humble yourself and pray and just be like, you know what, universe, I can't do this alone. Like, co-create with me. Send me the person to do this logo, and please help me to recognize who this person is and to be able to do everything I need to do to bring this together and to bring this into fruition. When you plant a seed, it takes time to grow, And funny enough, I still haven't branded Rainbow Harmony. I still don't really have a logo. I just kind of I don't even know how I branded my YouTube. I just found this t-shirt at a thrift store that said Harmony on it, and put it on a model, and went outside and took a picture with my iPhone, and so you might just kind of have to jimmy rig your design right now. Do what you can with what you have, and then move forward. Sometimes you got to let go of perfectionism when you're trying to start a brand. Let's pull some more cards. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of messages about love here, like a strong connection, that being your partner helping you out with this. There's some people you had to let go of this past year, and I feel like some of your friends might have backstabbed you, or weren't there for you, or maybe there were some other people that were involved in this business and they kind of bailed on you, and you feel like you're the only one doing this work. But they're saying go on a new path. Don't be afraid to do this alone. Maybe you can't find anyone to do your logo because you're supposed to do it yourself. Go, download an app on your iPhone, get a little stylus, and start drawing. And maybe you can draw a rough sketch of kind of what you are envisioning, and then you can take that to the person to design it. Try Fiverr.com. You can find a lot of people on there who are selling logos for cheap. This is talking about you being on a new path. You definitely are going on a new path. And this is a rebirth. Things are changing. I just think you had a lot of blockages and a lot of doors closing because of the crazy clusterfuck of energy that we had the past 6 months with all the planets in retrograde. I was trying to release a book. I was trying to come out with a card deck, and it's just the doors kept closing for me. And I just basically had to walk away from it and just focus on what was already moving forward. And now, once the new year hits, I'm going to be working on my book. I'm going to be working on my card deck. I'm looking for a graphic designer too. So I feel you. This energy, I swear, is going to move forward. And you might just want to follow your astrology report. And every week check in on the planets and just kind of learn how to flow with the energy. Learn about the moon cycle. If you can learn how to flow with the energy instead of against it, it's going to make your life so much easier. You don't have to be a genius about astrology either. You just kind of understand, when you look up at the moon, is the moon waxing or is it waning? Is it full or is it a new moon? The new moon is when you plant your seeds. You decide what your intentions are. When the moon splits in half, that is when you take action. When it's a full moon, you surrender, you let go, you pray, you manifest, you ask for what you want one more time, and then you just let it go. You don't worry about it. When the moon, after the full moon, leading up to the next new moon, you just tie up any loose ends, and then you rest, you relax, you reflect, and it all starts over. If the moon is in its waning phase and all of a sudden you're thinking of ideas and you're trying to take action, you're going to feel exhausted. Things aren't going to move forward. And you're trying to fight for something to happen instead of just surrendering, you're going to be conflicting. You're going to be resisting the energy. Same thing if it's Mercury retrograde and you're trying to start a new idea and you're trying to get stuff done and you're trying to do communications and you're trying to get things designed, it's going to backfire on you. So follow the planets, follow the moon loosely, and learn how to just kind of flow with the energy instead of going against it. That is something that has transformed my life. That is how I manifested my way out of being homeless all the way to traveling and having a couple of thriving businesses and abundant finances, literally just by like learning a little bit about the moon, a little bit about like what planet is doing what right now, and it really helps. You can follow on Instagram, Fox Astrology. That's my partner's account. He does astrology transits. If you follow Fox Astrology on YouTube as well, my partner does weekly forecasts on what the energy is and what it's good for this week. And always follow your heart. You know, if the moon is doing something, but you're really feeling like I need to do this and this is my calling, go for it. You know, do your thing, but basically learn how to flow with the energy and it's going to be much better. That way, if shit hits the fan and stuff isn't moving forward, you can kind of be intuitive about it and be like, okay, why is this happening? Like, what's going on in the energy right now? What phase is the moon in? Oh, it's the balsamic moon. Everyone's supposed to be resting. Of course, this person isn't going to hit me back or email me back. They're probably passed out asleep watching Netflix and eating Cheetos right now because that's what everyone else is doing. And in a couple days, when it's the new moon, people will be back on their feet again and feeling like going for it, you know? So the moon has a lot to do with this. They're like, learn about the moon. Honestly, if you take anything away from this, learn about the moon cycle. And I'm going to be posting more about this really soon. Last thing I want to say is it's not your fault. You're not behind. There's nothing wrong you're doing. This logo is going to come. Check out Fiverr, hashtag graphic designer, and just go through and like DM people and ask them their prices. I was trying to find a photographer the other day and I just was like hashtag photographer, and I was just like scrolling through, finding people whose work I liked, adding them, DM them, ask them for the prices. If it's too expensive, buy Felicia. Just kidding. I know Felicia's your girlfriend's name, so I'm just making a joke. If it's too expensive, then, you know, find another person and just keep going through. Figure out what your budget is, figure out what you're willing to pay, and just DM everybody until you find the right person. And in the meantime, come up with a vision board, figure out exactly what kind of design you want to have. Make like a vision board on Pinterest or something so you can just link that to the person. And also do a rough sketch of what you want it to be yourself. Who knows, maybe you work on these sketches and you find out, I like my sketch better. Maybe you can graphic design. So anyways, I hope that resonates with you, and I'm really excited for you and your brand and everything you're doing with your graphic design and your t-shirt, and I think you're gonna do awesome. So thank you, Felicia, and you guys for supporting me and my cause, and I'll see you later. All right, so who's next?
Aura?
Okay, Aura is next.
A-U-R-A.
Aura?
Aura, yeah. This person was in no contact. Will he contact me? What are his feelings about?
Okay. I don't know why this is like one of the questions that I like the most and I'm also really good at. I just want you to know, I'm gonna be completely honest here. If the answer is no, I will tell you no. But if it's no, then we'll just see if there's anything else for you in love. If the answer is yes, then we'll get a timeline, okay? So Aura wants to know, is this person gonna contact her? Because she's been no contact with them. And is this a love situation? Yeah, I'm assuming this is a love situation. I got my love deck here, so. Is this person going to contact you again? Looking for a specific answer. Disconnected. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say I don't think so. As far as where the energy is right now, okay? And I know that's really hard to hear because you obviously have really strong feelings for this person. But Spirit is telling you, you need to retreat. It's time to disconnect from this person. I don't see the passion here. The Passion card is reversed. And then it says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So let's read this card. I feel like this is a big message for you. And then we're gonna just look and see what else is coming in your love life, because I wanna leave this on a happy note. If this person's not coming back, there's someone else who's supposed to come in your life, okay? And who knows, maybe you have such strong feelings for this person and you feel like they're your soulmate, or you feel like you're the twin, they're your twin, but sometimes you make plans and God laughs, and there could be a whole other person who's supposed to come in your life that you're completely unaware of, that's going to be absolutely amazing and sweep you off your feet. And right now you're just thinking about this person because that's what's in front of you. So let's just look into this. We'll see who's coming next. So this says, if you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way. The more that you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you, and it may entail becoming more assertive. Don't worry, you can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. During this time, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship that you've had. To heal your heart, find the blessing and the lessons that you've gained from each love experience. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your experiences in love? If so, let everything else from the past go, except for the lessons and the love. This card emphasizes the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for your next relationship. As you gain self-respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life. This will lead to healthy friendships and romances that are based upon mutual respect. And so that is what I'm seeing here, is that this person is probably not going to be reaching out or connecting. This passion has moved on, has died down. And they're saying you're supposed to be spending some time alone right now to ground yourself and prepare for your next relationship. So let's just see. This is like a bonus question I always throw in for someone who kind of gets the no answer. Let's see who is coming in your life, because there's obviously something that's supposed to happen here. And if it's not this, then what is it? Who's coming in? Okay. So what you're not aware of is that on the other side of you letting go of this person and cutting the cords and moving on, which, take your time. If you still have feelings for this person, you can't turn those feelings off overnight. You got the no answer. They're probably not going to be reaching out. You probably need to move on, but take the time to focus on this and mourn this loss and think about what the blessings were from this situation, what the lessons were, what about them you like so much, like what kind of qualities that they have that you'd like to see in a lover, and have hope that the person who's supposed to be in your life will be in your life. And guess what? You're not gonna have to settle. You might feel like, I like this person so much, like they're the only one I want to be with, but this next person who's coming in is the one. And you're gonna look back and you're gonna laugh and you're gonna be so thankful that you didn't end up with this person in question, because you don't want to miss out on who's coming next. So look, true love is coming in your life, and they're saying this could be the one. So they're saying forgive and learn. This person you asked about, you will release and heal this past, and your heart will be open to experience more love naturally. This is a process that's just kind of cleaning your energy out, opening up your heart. I feel like this person's more of a karmic relationship, and that's usually their purpose, is to help clear your energy, open up your heart, to get you ready for your true love and for the one. You probably aren't going to be over this person until you meet this next person. That's just usually the way it goes. But, while you're still kind of mourning this loss, thinking about this person, maybe even pining after them, don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to make time for yourself to have fun and to play and to go out with your friends. And, it can be sad sometimes when you love somebody and you feel like they don't love you back, or they're not reaching out and you're not in contact. And sometimes you can start feeling like, is there something wrong with me? Or like, did I do something? Or why don't they? And my life is never going to be complete without this person. But process those emotions, but just try not to go there, because I want you to know that you're worthy, you deserve love, you're a catch. And, maybe this person sees that, but it probably just isn't meant to be. There is somebody who is specifically supposed to come in your life, and you can blame it on this person when you meet them, because they're the reason why this other person is out of contact with you. This person is anchoring into your energy right now, and it's inevitable that you guys meet. And so it's just the other person just isn't the one. So let's pull. They're saying have courage to walk forward. This is an intense time for you. I see how much this has hurt your heart, and they're saying have courage to be open to this new love. There will be signs, I'm not sure about the communication. That was your question. Maybe they reach out, you guys get some closure, but I just get a sense that you guys are not going to be walking this path in love, and there's somebody new coming in. So I hope that resonates with you. As hard as it might be to hear, it'll all make sense in the future. And take your time. Don't force yourself to get over someone. If you still feel like this is the one and I'm wrong or something, follow that. Trust yourself. But these are just the messages I'm getting. When is your true love gonna come in your life? The person I predicted in about a year. So there's going to be some time you will be spending on your own. Could be a little bit less than a year, but I do see a ring on the finger. So you might be getting engaged to this new person. And that makes sense because the card says this could be the one. So enjoy your time alone, because these could be the last single days of your life. I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much for supporting my cause. And we're going to move on to the next question. So, Stella. All right, Stella is next. Great to see you again, Stella.
Situation between me and my beloved. Haven't seen them for 5 years.
Wait, I can't hear you. What?
Situation between me and my beloved.
Okay.
Haven't seen them for 5 years. What are his feelings about?
Okay. So you and your beloved, this is for... So for Stella, you and your beloved, you haven't seen this person for 5 years, which has been very hard for you, and you're just wondering, how do they feel about you? Are they still thinking about you? So first, let's go ahead and look at the current energy between you guys. We'll see how they feel about you, and then we'll also see the energy that's coming into the connection. So if you ask one question, you guys, I usually add a couple extra in for you just to give you a full picture. So, current energy between you and your beloved, Stella. Aww. So I do see a really strong soulmate connection between you guys, and this card even says, yes, this is your soulmate. So currently, there is a soulmate recognition, and I feel like both of you guys are opening your hearts to receive love. So the energy is definitely blossoming. There's been a lot of changes you guys have been through over the past couple years. 2016, 2017, 2018. I've been talking about these particular 3 years a lot recently because they were so intense. I didn't really see a lot of people coming together in love. I didn't really see that many twin flame unions. It was just kind of intense. And so a lot of twin flames are in separation, just been going and clearing the karma. And I feel like that's what's been going on with you guys. But your hearts are starting to align and open to this energy more. So I'm actually going to read you this soulmate card because I feel like this is just a strong message to you guys. So you got this card about your beloved because you wonder if they're your soulmate, and the answer is yes. As we all do, you have many soulmates, beings with whom you share a mystical soul connection and life path. Soulmates incarnate with the plan of coming together for mutual spiritual and personal growth. As you suspected, the person you're inquiring about is one of yours. That sense of familiarity and comfort that you felt when you first met this person also indicates your soulmate bond. And I get a message, this was felt on both ends. There's there's a soulmate connection with you guys. So there might be another chance for you guys to explore this passion together. I have to just kind of look into their feelings and see what's going on here. So how do they feel about you? What are their feelings about you? Okay, so we see, yeah, they've been ghosting you. It's been a couple of years. They've been putting on a mask. They haven't been wanting to, obviously reach out or tell you what's been going on in their life. And I do get a sense that they've been going through a bit of a depression. It's been a really hard time for them. Um, and so I do see that they have romantic feelings for you. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. This is how they feel. I mean, this is the one card in the deck that really says, like, yeah, they have feelings for you. And then we see express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So they have these feelings, but then it's crossed by deception. And I want to know what is going on here. Like, what basically my question is, what do you not know about this person that is keeping them from reaching out? Because it's just confusing to me. If they have these romantic feelings, why aren't they doing anything about it? There could be a third party. I do get the sense that maybe they're with someone else or they have children with someone. I don't know, something like that. Okay, well, I do see that this is, remember we were talking about like these clouds around them, a depression. This is a card that's saying you're leaving a depression behind. Like this winter and this snow represents the winter period, like frozenness, stillness, apathy, listlessness, depression. But the snow in this photo, in this picture, is melting. And you see this little bird that like has its footing and can actually look ahead to the spring and think like, where am I gonna put my nest? And maybe I'm gonna find my mate. And it's like thinking about options and opportunities. So your beloved is starting to think more about their future. They're not just living in the moment. They're not just in survival. It's like they're coming out of hiding and they're feeling happier now. And so they are starting to feel better. It's been rough. I think you guys had a breakup in the past and you guys kind of split apart and they've been kind of going on this path alone for a while. They don't have a lot of self-confidence right now or assurance to really take action and be assertive in their life. They're feeling very confused and it's like their home situation hasn't been good. It might be that they're living on the wrong side of town or they're moving from place to place or they're about to lose their home or something kind of like that. Like their home situation's kind of in flux and they just need to get their stability. They need to get their foundation solid so they're in a place where they feel comfortable so that they can pursue love. Okay, so there's a lot of factors here. I'm kind of seeing the bigger picture now of what's going on in this person's personal life, why they've been ghosting you. They probably just don't want to open up and talk about like this hard time they've been through. It's something they've been really wanting to go through on their own. And from my experience personally, when I've experienced depression, I have shut a lot of people out when I've gone through depressions. Like I won't talk to my friends, like I'll kind of like ignore phone calls, like I'll just kind of do my thing because like I don't want people to know that like I'm sad. Sometimes we feel this pressure like we have to put on a happy face for people, and that's what they've been doing. I feel like they're ignoring you though because you can see right through them. You can see the truth. You can see exactly like how they are, and if they've tried to pretend like they're okay and they're not, you would see it. You would call them out on it. So I feel like they have feelings here, but they need some time to do their own thing and to figure this out and to get on their feet. So they're saying just have compassion for them. I feel like you need to just leave them alone and let them come to you because they need to be on their own for their own healing. And that's the hardest thing when you love someone or it's a twin flame connection and you're not in contact. Like you need to know that if they want to contact you, they will. And so you just got to let them be. And so this is saying just send them love and light. You can pray for this person. You can light a candle for them. It's a full moon. If you want to look up at the full moon this evening and pray for this person, this is a great time to send somebody love and light or to pray for your twin flame. And they're going to be fine, be inspired. This connection is so inspiring to you. Know that this person would want you to be happy and wouldn't want you to put your life on hold because you're waiting for them. Carry on with your life and know that they'll catch up with you if and when the time is right. So let's just see what energy is coming into this connection, just to add you a little extra something before we move on. Whoop. What energy is coming into this connection? We got these two cards again. Romantic feelings and express your love. So I think you guys will be talking again about your feelings, and we'll have a chance to kind of re-explore this energy. But there's just a strong message coming out to let them take the initiative. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next person. So yay. And can you get me some water? Thank you.
How about tea?
I want water. Thanks. Clearing my energy. When you're doing tarot readings, your hands absorb a lot of energy, and if they get hot and tingly, that's like a sign that you need to clear your energy. So one of my favorite, quickest ways is just to like roll my hands in a quartz crystal ball. It really helps. And also to drink water, because water is life. Cheers, you guys. Oh, all right. So who's next?
Artsy Saxton? No, Sandy, right?
Yeah. So artsy psychic style, Sandy. Artsy psychic style. You're next.
Let's see. I want to know what has been manifesting for me and what does Divine Spirit want me to know in regards to love and career in 2019.
Okay. So artsy psychic style, what is manifesting in love and career in 2019? Like, what are you supposed to know? Like, what's coming? Let's go ahead and get those messages. So love. Ooh, this is looking pretty exciting. I feel like Oprah. I'm like, you get a soulmate, and you get a soulmate, and you get a soulmate, and you get a soulmate. That's how 2019 really is. I need to do a lot of love readings for the new year, and especially for February. I have a lot coming to the channel, you guys. Stay tuned. So, artsy psych style, the first thing that came out is saying it's safe for you to love. Like, this is what you need to know. It's time for you to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love. So, let's go ahead and read this, because this little page here, little passage, says it a lot better than I can. Let's go ahead and turn to this in the book. So, here we go. This is your main message. This card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner that you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance, following your intuition is going to protect you and also allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuition, trust your gut when it comes to other people's trustworthiness, and open your heart only to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the universe to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life. It's a full moon. This is the night to really just get down on your knees and pray to that full moon, and maybe even make a list. If you are into it, word is bond, and when you write something down underneath the energy of the full moon, it's very powerful. So write down the qualities of the type of partner that you want to manifest in 2019. You know, it could even be their physical qualities and like the things that they like to do and what their situation is in life and how they treat you and what they're like and their personality. You know, figure out what your dream partner is and put a list down. You know, this is a great time to do it with this solstice energy and the full moon. So it's safe for you to love. This will also help open your heart as you do this exercise, helping you to have faith that like it's possible. By doing the very act of just making your list of what you want, you're sending a message that it's possible, that you believe, that you expect it. And so spend a bit of time and put your attention and your presence to it. Energy flows where your focus goes. So spend a couple minutes to focus on this evening. Passion is coming your way in 2019. You are going to be connecting with somebody in love. It's going to be a very passionate relationship. So it's not just like, oh, you're dating someone, you guys are friends, and it kind of turns into something. No, it's like somebody sweeps you off of your feet. You fall in love. They're reminding you, in order to attract this love into your life, to capture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So when was the last time that you had fun? When was the last time you went on a walk out in nature, or you took yourself out on a little date, or you dressed up and, you know, went to a movie, or grab some coffee on your own? You know, maybe it's time for you to invoke playfulness and also focus on friendships, because when you are engaging with someone, even in a friendship, and you're opening your heart in a friendly way, that draws more connections to you. So in short, in 2019, you're definitely going to be attracting a soulmate. And you know, you've been praying, affirming, visualizing this will help bring you together. I highly suggest you do that little exercise where you just spend a moment visualizing what this person is going to be like. It's been a struggle for you in your career. I feel like the finances have been kind of difficult lately. You've been working really hard and long hours, and you just feel like you're not receiving enough in return. And I feel like there's going to be a new beginning for you, because you have had a spiritual awakening recently, and you're figuring out more about what your passions are. And it's also another message. It's time for you to make a vision board for what kind of career you want to have and where you want to see your career go in the future. Sometimes that's why the universe can't really bring us another opportunity. Sometimes we pray like, universe, please, you know, bring me more money or finances, or like help my career. But the universe, it'll help you, but you have to be specific. You're co-creating with the universe. You have to be specific with what you want. The more specific you are, the more you can co-create this to happen in your life. So, John, can you drop a link below to my how to make a vision board tutorial? I'm going to drop a link for you and for anyone else who is listening. I absolutely love this technique. I've used it. So many people have asked me, like, how did I manifest traveling the world? And I always tell them Pinterest. I went on Pinterest and I pinned all the places I wanted to travel. And every day I looked at this vision board and I added a couple pictures to it. And I didn't think about how it was going to happen. I didn't look at the board and like feel depressed because I wasn't there. I just had fun. I just like imagined what it would be like. And I just spent time every day thinking about that for months and months and months. And then there was a point where I kind of put the vision board away and forgot about it and went along with my daily life. And naturally, I started getting intuitive thoughts like, maybe I should save. Maybe I should get another job and work more so I can actually save and manifest this. And opportunities actually came to me out of nowhere for me to raise more money, for me to make more money. And so there were some miracles that came, some synchronicities that came. There were some practical, logical steps I decided to take. It's like a combination of different things, like things that come out of the blue, and also like the work that you do logically and energetically to make it happen. But it all starts with a vision. So they're saying this is the most important 19 is to have a strong vision. And that's kind of what we talked about with your love life too. So basically what is coming in your career, you're going to be going on your own path. You might be this is talking about either a promotion or you becoming like the boss or of your own company or something like that. And this is also talking about you realizing that you're very creative and wanting to create some abundance through your creative energies. This is also talking about your love that's coming in, your partner. There's a lot of opportunity coming with them too. They might, who knows, maybe this person might help you or might support you, or who is going to help you believe in your ideas and to take the next step as well. Sometimes when you wish, you pray, you dream, you have a plan, the universe will send you someone to help answer your prayers. Like my partner, like I wouldn't have been able to travel if it wasn't for him, because he can learn how to speak languages really fast. And like, I don't, we're in Italy right now and he's speaking Italian. I don't speak the language. I don't know what I would do or how I would get around without him. So, maybe you have a dream or a vision and you move forward on it. You're doing your thing, you're making it happen, but maybe this person has a piece of the puzzle too. Or maybe a friend that you meet or a connection you meet or someone comes to invest or something like that. So be playful, open yourself up to friendship and connections. Give, don't give to get, but just give and you will receive in return. So I hope that resonates with you, and thank you so much for participating in this reading and contributing to my cause. People have, what was this? So what has been manifesting for you already right now? Let's go ahead and pull some cards. So what's coming in? What's been manifesting already for you right now? I'm going to say peace, because I do see how hard you've been working. Coming in is a time where you can actually rest and relax and get ready to take action towards all those things I was just talking about. So this is talking about you feeling like you have your strength and like you can actually sit back a little bit. It's guy right here deciding to take a break. Like he's almost there, but he's tired and like maybe he's gonna set this down and just kind of sit here for a second and rest and take in the view and like appreciate where he's at and how far he's come. I think that's what you're manifesting right now. They're saying you're going to have endurance. Some of the things you've been asking for aren't coming through right away, but what you are manifesting is a time of peace, is a time of relaxation. And they're saying acknowledge how far you've come. Acknowledge how far you've come. So I hope that resonates with you. Those are the messages that are coming through for you. And we're going to go ahead and move on. Dahlia is next. So what is Dahlia's question?
My question is related to an Aries boy who we'll call Kate.
Okay.
He's been a good friend of mine for a while, and our feelings for him have evolved into more than platonic.
Okay.
Can't tell if the feelings are reciprocated. He's someone I see on a daily basis. Who would call us together. And I was just wanting to get some insight on what our future entails and if how I should approach him romantically.
Okay. All right, I don't know. This is always like my favorite kind of question. I have like the craziest sixth sense when it comes to this. So let's get into it, Dahlia. So there's this guy that you are really good friends with. You see them all the time and you guys have been platonic friends, but now you're like, I really like this person. Like they've grown on me. And so you're at this point where you've kind of alluded to liking them, but you're just wondering, like, before you go any further with this, how do they feel about you? Are these feelings reciprocated? Do they, have romantic feelings for you? And like, what do you do if that's the case? So drum roll, let's figure this out. First of all, I want to see what the current energy is between you guys, okay? So what is the current energy between you guys? Okay, I'm actually getting a message to sort the deck. So I kind of have to start all over. This is how I sort the deck, you guys. I don't really think about it. I just make a whole bunch of different piles and just kind of like mix the cards up a little bit. If you've been doing a lot of readings, sometimes you need to sort the cards like this. And then to get the energy out, you can tap the deck like this. With a crystal too. Okay. Here we go, Dahlia. Drum roll. Okay, what's the current energy between you guys? You guys have kind of grown up together. You've been friends. You know, you guys are very loyal to each other. You've been through a lot together. Somehow this relationship got friend zoned, and I think it's because you guys got to know each other really well and you felt like you could just be so open and honest with each other. And when you guys first started hanging out, there was an initial attraction. There was and there is a chemistry here, and I feel it. I just think you guys started talking about like your love lives and like exes and things that happened, and like maybe you dated someone or they dated someone, and then it just got complicated. And so you guys somehow just accidentally friend zoned each other, and it's been there this whole time, and this is kind of the elephant in the room at this point. There is chemistry here, okay? So yes, there is a magnetic connection between you guys, and this is happening currently, okay? So this isn't just one-sided. This chemistry is felt on both sides. So let's just read about chemistry real quick. You received this card because you feel a strong dynamic pull towards this person. In other words, you share chemistry with them. This creates intense pleasurable sensations that draw you to each other. If this person is someone other than, well, sorry, that's another message. Blah, 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 that doesn't apply to you. Okay, so if you're single and you feel this pull towards another unattached person, then this card brings you a go-ahead green light of good news. Most likely the chemistry is mutual and it merits exploration. So very interesting. You guys can revive this energy and this passion through playfulness, thoughtfulness, time together, and caring gestures. And that's kind of what's already been happening here. And so this says give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. It's like both of you guys are thinking about giving this a chance right now. And there's also a strong message to let this situation unfold naturally. So now we're gonna ask, how do they feel about you? Do they have romantic feelings towards you? I saw this, okay, what was really interesting when I was sorting the cards earlier was that all the cards were face up and this one went face down, and I knew this was gonna come out later. Yes, I'm gonna say they do have feelings for you. There's a couple cards here that are talking about a complication, and I will get into that, but what I see is that they have definitely been flirting with you, and even a little bit more lately. The heat is turning up in this relationship currently. Then we see this could be the one. I think that they know that you guys have this really deep bond. Like, you've been the constant in their life. There's been people in and out of their life, and you're the constant. I feel like there could be something new. This says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I feel like throughout the holidays, these next couple weeks, you guys are going to be spending more time together, and the energy is going to get more and more flirty. And maybe even try to go on a date or something with them. Like, don't make it a date, but just suggest that you guys like go on a walk somewhere, or you go to the snow, or you explore a new place you've never been before. Like, try to like get alone with them as often as you can. Don't force it, but just try to be open to that. I feel like you'll be spending some time alone together, and it'll get more romantic. They definitely are attracted to you, okay? They think that you're gorgeous and you're attractive and you're good looking. Like, they are romantically attracted to you for sure. But obviously they know you very well. So it's not like you guys really need to get to know each other. It says you guys have revealed your innermost selves to each other, and your bond has deepened because of this. You guys also have this added, which makes this a really strong contender for a relationship, because you guys have a past together, not just in this life, but in many lives. So when you met them, it was almost like picking up where you left off. Like there's an instant attraction there, there's a soulmate connection. And so, yeah. This is also saying your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this could lead to a commitment. I just want to tell you though, from my experience in front of, I'm doing love readings for people every day. When you're trying to go from the friend zone to something more, you really do need to let this happen slowly. That's part of the fun of it anyways, of letting this happen naturally, and it keeps it from being like kind of freaky, because that can be really intense sometimes when one of your friends reveals feelings for you, or like you guys start heading in that direction. You want it to just be fun and like something natural that happens, and not all of a sudden like just be this big dump of emotions on that person. And that's the mistake, is sometimes you are harboring these intense feelings and emotions for this person, and it builds up and it builds up, and all of a sudden one day you just like tell them, and it's this big dramatic thing, and they're just like, whoa, it's intense, and they don't know what to do with those feelings. And so I think you've done the right thing by like kind of hinting at it with them. And I think if you're going to hint at it or go for it, you should just be really flirty and just be playful and not worry or have anxiety about it. Just flirt with them. If they want to make a move, they will. Here's the thing. Their trust has been broken by their ex. I don't know if you probably know who this person is. They say that they're over them, and I think they are, but this ex left a really bad taste in their mouth, and I don't know if they're still talking to them or if this person is trying to make them jealous or playing games or something, but I feel like there's a little bit of that lurking in the background. I feel this energy leaving them really soon, so I feel like your best bet, honestly, is just whenever you... Sorry, my phone was being dumb. I noticed my phone like crapping out. So basically what I was saying is just basically suggest to do things that are like slightly more romantic, like, hey, how about we drive up to the lookout spot, or we go for a walk in the snow, or obviously, you want to hang out with them and other friends too, but if you can be alone with this person or try to just get out in nature, do things that are a little bit more romantic, that can kind of help spice this up, and then just flirt with them and see what happens. I feel like you should just have fun, take this naturally. I feel like this is inevitable that you guys are going to end up together, but don't rush it. This might take a couple of months to develop. They already know, and I think you dropped a hint to them, and I think that's all you need to do. And I feel like what's gonna happen is you guys might honestly just like kiss one day or something, or and don't be afraid to just go for it if like they're leaning into you or something. I think half of the fun of this is just like what's gonna happen next, and so just enjoy it. I have one more question about this. Yeah, like how long is this gonna take to get off the ground with you guys? Just so you kind of have an idea. About 2 months. Over the next 2 months, okay? So let this take its time. That might seem like forever, but seriously, that's just a couple of weeks, and that's natural, okay? Don't rush it, because it's gonna be too fast for them. They're into you, they have feelings for you, but the fun is like in this cute little flirty time you're having right now and in the transition. So just once again, enjoy it and let it take its time. And yeah, you're gonna do great. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And you can make the romantic gesture when you feel like it's time. I feel like you might need to show this person how you feel versus tell them. I feel like, if you guys are flirting, then just lean in for the kiss or something, I think you should just go for it. Don't just kiss them out of the blue. If they're flirting with you and you're sitting next to them and it's like really romantic and you've had a great time together and you're alone and that they've dropped hints to you, like, don't be afraid to look them in the eyes, bat your eyelashes, and see what happens next. Because I feel like it's going to be more of like this something physical that happens between you guys, and it's almost like you don't need to express it with words. Like it's like something that's an emotional, physical kind of an exchange, like a kiss or something like that. And so that's what's coming next. Oh my goodness, that is spicy. That's gonna be exciting. So you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break just to lay down and meditate and use the bathroom and clear my energy with some sage and like clear and sort my cards real quick. And then I'll do the next half of you guys, okay? So, oh, Dahlia says I'm speechless. Thank you a million. I'm excited for you. I really think you and your Aries have a chance together, so. And I'm telling the truth because I told someone earlier, no. It was awkward, but I was like, you know what? No. All right, so 5 minutes, you guys, and I'm going to make sure you click back into part 2 of this video. I will be back to answer your questions. I just want to make sure I can give everyone like just as good of a reading and like put my full energy into each one of you guys. And I've been going for like an hour and a half now, and I just need to take a 5-minute break. Maybe 6-minute break. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Make sure you click into part 2. And how many people do we have left? There's like a couple people left. How many spots are open? I just want to know how many spots are left, in case anybody's interested in signing up. Do 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 do.
It's alright,
Yeah. Time flies when you're doing readings. I looked up and it says it's been 100 minutes I've been doing these readings. Feels like it's been 10 minutes.
It's 5 more.
There's 5 spots open? All right, so there's about 5 more spots open. If anybody wants to sign up over the break, go ahead. And I'll be back in a couple minutes, all right? See you soon.